Good morning, Australia! It's time for the scoop with me, Darren! Woo! Please give my guest this week a very warm welcome. It's Will!
Oh, thanks, Darren. I do feel very welcome indeed.
Now, get that grey matter going. It's time for Darren's Challenge! What is the name of the island you find yourself on in Link's Awakening?
Yes, it's one of the few Zelda games to be set outside of Hyrule.
Answer at the end of the scoop. Now, first things first, I'm debuting a new segment. It's called It Game from Outer Space.
Wow, Darren, did you make that title graphic yourself?
Affirmative. Graphic design is one of my many, many talents. Anyway, this segment brings you the best space-related video game news from across the cosmos. This week, news that Kerbal Space Program 2 has been delayed. Originally due for takeoff in April 2020, the space exploration sequel could now take up to another year to fully launch.
I guess they needed a bit more time for all that space.
Affirmative. Now, wouldn't you know it, I have another brand new segment. Get your galoshes, gamers. It's time for Farmer Darren's Barnyard Roundup. For all the latest in the world of farming sims, this week, Stardew Valley's long-awaited multiplayer update is now available on Xbox One and PS4. Not to mention the latest big content update which brings new improvements to the game, like new endgame features.
Oh, that's great. But you know, Darren, you don't have to make a specific segment for every piece of news.
Oh, why not? I have loads of cool segment ideas. Oh, like Darren's platformer particulars. Oh, and even one for you, Boatmeal. Press pause. A spotlight on gaming's greatest animal characters.
Good one, Darren. Could we just have a normal piece of news this time? No new segments.
All right. In other gaming news, some announcements from the latest big Microsoft Inside Xbox presentation in London. Highlights included the reveal of a new game from Rare, the developers of Sea of Thieves, called Everwild, set in a magical natural world. We also glimpsed a shrunk-down survival game called Grounded. And we heard that Minecraft Dungeons is set for release in April 2020.
Oh, wow, some exciting stuff on the horizon.
Affirmative. Oh, speaking of which, it's time for the Extra Scoop! What do you have, Will?
Well, Darren, we know that the latest Pokemon Sword and Shield games are inspired by the English countryside, but what if there was a Pokemon game set in Australia? Well, artist Vivink Art has created some clever concepts for the Aussie-inspired Pokemon Yeah Nah, including Ibin, the bin chicken Pokemon, Pladdle, a lifeguard platypus, and Skippy, the kangaroo Pokemon.
Oh, that's grouse, mate. I'd love to explore the Australia region, but not before the answer to Darren's challenge. The name of the island you find yourself on in Link's Awakening is Koholint Island.
Quite a nice location for an island getaway, if you didn't have to fight all those monsters.
And that brings us to the end of the scoop this week. Until next time, good night, Australia. Oh, do you want to hear some of my other segment ideas, Will?
Maybe later.